Hello everyone, I'm Martin from Project ALF, and today I'm here with another video explaining ALF methodology. And this time we will follow up on the previous videos where we started a series about the PM quality indicators. And this time we will be talking about two another ones. First one is going to be the movement of plant. Second one is growing effort versus estimate. So the first one is the movement of plant. I think it's a pretty self-explanatory, but why do we consider this to be one of the most critical PM quality indicators? And once again, it closely correlates with the maturity of the product itself. What we expect is at the beginning of the product. So when you are starting a new startup, when you are building a new thing that you want to introduce to the market, it's fair to assume that there is going to be a lot of changes within what's already planned. And this is important. We are talking about the planned things. So what you should assume, the planned thing is something that you moved from a draft state into a planned state. So your team is kind of considering it to be, you know who will be working on it, you know what it is about, at what time this will start and what time it's expected to end, right? So at this point, any kind of a changes, even though of course sometimes it's necessary and it's okay to have a time-to-time change like this, but at this point you want to minimize the changes, right? You want to minimize it because then basically your roadmap and your backlog planning become unpredictable for the team, and it's really not convenient to change things right before they start when everybody consider them planning. So this is something that you want to avoid, and you want to know how many of these type of changes you are doing in the time. And I'm not saying that you should not have any changes like this, but what I'm saying is that when the product goes more and more mature, you want to have decreasing trend of the changes like this. And this is what we are already giving you a tooling and capabilities for within the Project ALF application itself to monitor this. So when you go to statistics, you will see how many changes you have done to the planned things. So that's the first one. Second one is growing effort versus the estimate. So this is something that I would say is the same principle as the previous one. What you want to make sure is that, at the very beginning, you are kind of like getting, in the first, maturity stages of your product, you are trying to kind of like, minimize the troubles that you are getting with the estimate, right? But it's very turbulent times. It's very flexible. So a lot of the things are getting changes. There's a lot of changes, a lot of flexibility needed. But in the long term, what you want to do is to kind of like getting more stable, at least keeping it linear or keeping it like getting better in terms of not having the tasks prolonged all the time. And once again, our aim is to monitor the long-term and short-term and mid-term trends and give you an overview or how often and by how much you are either prolonging or shortening up the tasks that are being developed as a part of the roadmap. In this case, this is something that we will provide and we will deploy and develop in one of the future versions. But once again, our way is still the same, and that's giving you an overview on the long-term trend and monitoring how healthy is your planning. Thank you very much. This is it from my side for this time. Hit the subscribe, hit the like button if you like the video, and I will talk to you in the next one, which will talk about the remaining PM quality indicators that we have here in the list.